Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another important Queen's Chamber webinar with our community partner, Small Business Administration, SBA. My name is Jacqueline Donado. I am the Strategic Program Manager of the Queen's Chamber of Commerce, a membership organization established 110 years ago, and we work for a better business community in Queens and New York City. As we are preparing for the reopening during the COVID-19 pandemic, Queen's Chamber is pleased to sponsor webinars and outdoor events, providing resources and information to small business owners. Today, I'm very proud to present our friend, Man-Li Lin, Economic Development Specialist, District International Trader Office from the New York City District Office of the Small Business Administration. She will talk about the business recovery in the wake of COVID, and this is a very important topic. Thank you for being here. We will be sharing the presentation into our YouTube channel, and we are broadcasting on Facebook Live. Please write your questions in the chat, and we are more than happy to respond all of them. Once again, thank you for being here. Look forward to work with all of you. And Man-Li, welcome again, and the floor is all yours.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Man-Li Lin. I work for SBA New York District Office. So today we're going to talk about business recovery in the wake of COVID. Okay, I hope everybody is ready. So, we know that actually, the situation is getting better, but we still have to comply with the government's regulation, especially, each local government's agency have different instruction. So for me, my suggestion is we have to face it. We don't know what will happen tomorrow, and dance with it. So means, if like we dance tango, we have to be flexible to see the situation. So the first thing, we should continue complying with government's regulations. So for city, state, and federal, and also the vaccination mandates and tracking your employees, your customers, according to the regulation. That's the law. Then we should continue conducting your business impact analysis. So I will go to the detail. I think right now we know a lot of business they closed their business, but you still standing there. So that's good things, means you survive and will be strive. So we will go to the detail about what we should prepare to work continue. And the next one, researching, continue researching resources and assistance, actually, especially for financing. You have to know your situation, and if you need to borrow money, you should borrow money right now, but you should get ready, prepared. It's not just tell the lenders I need the money. You need to do some homework. And the other things is recruiting your workforce. Right now, the biggest challenge for a business owner is to get your qualified, and good employees. So I work for New York State Department of Labor before I work for SBA. So I will provide you the information about the free services that New York State Department of Labor can help you. And then the next thing is you have to plan how to use your space, facilities. A lot of business we know that actually they move online, okay? But actually right now it's the time to plan to go back. But I know most of the business actually right now they have different options. You can have a smaller business, pay less rent, and let employees actually they can take turns to telework. And then a lot of business actually they decide for the time being they just want to rent the co-working space, so they can see in the future how to really make the decision how to go back to the new normal life. And the last thing is actually, I think, during still New Year, and we see the lights actually. So we have to explore the new partners and markets. So thank you for coming to today's webinar. You come not just to learn, you're also networking. Other business maybe can become your partners. Partners for what? For government contracting, or become your suppliers, your customers, or right now we can see a lot of businesses they work together, exchange the services. And so learning is important, especially there are two markets that actually I encourage you to explore. One is the federal government. Procurement is a huge market. Sell to the government is not that difficult, but you need to learn and you need to build a good relationship with those procurement officers. The other market is the global market. So I know that actually a lot of business actually they are concerned about they don't have the experience, they don't know anybody in foreign country. But actually, I will provide you, the resources and assistance. We are all here for you. So the last things, actually, I hope that actually today, after this webinar, you can generate your action plan. You need to take action. Set up your goal and then break down how to reach out your goal. Not by yearly, okay? Now, we don't really think about every year what you should do. Have to be like every day. So break down to every month, every week, or even every day. So that's the difference now. But actually, a lot of resources for you. So the first slide here is tell you New York State and federal resources for business here. So you can see, especially now, have a lot of information you need to catch up. And then you have to have your plan. So we will talk about, how to plan. The first things that you should have to do the business impact analysis. I talked to a lot of business, during the pandemic. They all say, business not good, low, but you need to have the numbers to support your statement, no matter for financing or in the future. When you are planning, you need to have the real numbers actually that actually you can show and you can tell maybe the investor, the lenders, that, or even your landlord. Okay, I think during the pandemic, everybody realized the rent is a big burden. So you need to negotiate with the lenders, show the numbers actually is very important, okay? So then the next one, identify, document, and implement your, to recover your business function. So you have to identify what's good that actually you can continue and what need to be changed. Then you document those plans and you test and try. You have to train your employees or your management team. Number three, you should organize a business continuity team. So most are your manager, but if you are, you don't have a management team, then all of your employees should participate to have a continuity plan. Then you train everybody, and very important, after you have the plan, you should test and then do that exercise to evaluate if that plan is really realistic, and get your employees participation is very important. So the first things we talk about business impact analysis. First, you should develop some questionnaire. What are your concerns? Okay, in different about your customers, about your management, about your employees, about your policies, how to protect your employees and the customers. That's the priority still. Then you should have a workshop, means the meeting, okay? The meeting that actually to, to tell your team, what kind of function and what kind of process the management actually should think about for the planning. Then after you receive all the questionnaires, actually, you should review them. Then you should conduct the follow-up interview to validate the information, okay? Because as a business owner, you are not the one that face the customers every day. The frontline workers, actually, they know best about customer. They change their shopping habit, maybe they switch to something that actually maybe you didn't expect before. So you need them to fill in any information gaps. So listen to your employees, especially those they manage to the customers directly. They know the best, and because the changes, we know that actually we saw news, we heard a lot of news, but everybody's business, everybody's customers are different. So you should listen to your frontline workers. Then you identify and document resource requirement. Okay, so now you have to realize actually, that actually, what's the real situation and what's your goal. And then you determine the gaps between that. Actually, right now you want to go back to the new normal, but what's needed to be done, what are needed to be done. So explore different options, okay? Let everybody in your teams actually can have different ideas how to continue, how to go back to the new normal. Then you should get all resources from outside too, like government agency or chambers of commerce. They can help you to think about maybe something even outside of the box, out of the box. Then you can select your recovery strategies. Then you have to implement them. So the resource actually including people, your employees, facilities, your equipment, especially during the pandemic. We know, the IT, your computer systems, have to be upgraded, or how do you protect them? The cybersecurity actually, everybody have to pay attention to that. And the materials, okay, and information technology. That's I think everybody know that's the priority right now. So now we talk about plan development. How do we plan? Go back to the new normal. The first one, you develop a plan framework. Then what kind of situation you have to consider depends on your business biggest challenge, okay? How to solve those problems. I think get customers back, get workers and also suppliers, make sure you have enough inventory, and also how to expand your business to the new market. So you organize the recovery teams. Okay, you need to have a team to think different way, like for financing, for customers, for management, how to manage your staff, how to protect them. Okay. And then third one is the space facility relocation or remote plan. I think right now, most of the business actually still have the new policy. Okay, teleworking, hybrid, situation right now is normal. Like, some workers, they take turns to work telework, and some they go back. So you need also have a system to track that. I saw actually a lot of advertisements right now actually to tell you, they have the programs for you to track, or it's easy for you to see how to arrange. So just explore those new, we saw a lot of new inventions actually for the business. And then you have to write the business continuity and IT disaster recovery procedures, okay, like SOP. Of course, we don't know exactly how fast that actually there is no, restriction or the rules. So you need to plan, like plan A, B, C, D, not just one plan. Okay, if one week later, if 1 month later, 6 months later, actually, we'll go back to the new normal. So you need to have plan for that. And then document manual workaround means, no matter how details you plan, there always something that actually emergency or not go to the way that you expect. So for example, you have in your store, you have the order that about how the cashiers manage with the customers. But if some of your employees they take sick leave, then you need to have those workaround plans that actually manual that manager can follow those procedures. And then you have to get all those plans together, validate them. Means, some maybe, you don't think is good enough. Some you don't think is, realistic, but just keep all of them. And you never know, actually, maybe something will go, to the different direction. We hope that actually right now, the COVID situation will go to the better situation, but actually we have to prepare for the worst too. Okay. Now testing. Okay, you develop the testing exercise and maintenance requirements. So let all the employees participate. So then you can after the test and exercise, then you have to do the evaluation to see what should be changed, modified again. So just the lessons learned from the testing and exercise are important to help us. Now we talk about assessment, actually including the personal assessment. Okay, so because the COVID situation, so employees actually they have something surprise will happen too. So but you need to have you still have to keep the records and just watch that and comply with the government's regulation. The second one is a business assessment. Okay, so maybe you need to change your current business model to make it more substantial. Okay. I think during the pandemic, most of the business already made a lot of changes. We still have to continue to do that. Okay. And we'll know a lot of business actually, they even change their products or services. Okay. It depends on what industry actually you are in. So you still have a demand for your products. If not, then you should decide as early as possible what you can add. The best situation is not you just give up something that you have been doing, it's adding something. Add something new that actually for the current situation or future situation. We saw actually a lot of business actually they did better actually than before the pandemic, because they can see the needs from their customers, and then they change really fast to meet that need. Number 3, your cash flow assessment. Okay. Have you determined how much cash your business currently has available? We know that actually during the pandemic, there are so many programs, can help you. And I think I talk about PPP IDO a lot. I believe most of the business, qualified business, actually, they already got that. But you still need money, but you need to know your situation. You need to know the number. So contact your accountant or your accounting third party or the bookkeeper in your business to know the real number. Okay. And for example, I mentioned the landlord, actually negotiate with the landlord to see if about secure more fair rent or mortgage terms. This is the time that everybody understands everybody's difficulties. So it's but you have to try to show the number. It's not just say I need that. I saw a lot of business actually, especially when they contact me talking about they need loan. They just say I need it, but that's not the best way to negotiate. You have to show, for example, the lenders that actually you have the ability to repay the debt. What will you do to repay the debt? And I think that's more important to show the lenders, because they need to know, they need to comply with the government's regulation. If you are not lendable, they cannot make a loan to you. Okay, so all this actually you need to prepare. Okay, get ready. And the last one, think about what you can reduce or eliminate the cost, saving. Okay, or I mentioned a lot of business right now, they exchange the services. For example, one IT company can exchange the services with an accounting company or marketing company, so that can save the cost. Okay, and the last one, financial future assessment. You have to know your cash flow forecast and your financial projections. Right now, it's not stable as before pandemic. So you need to have those numbers even weekly, not just like before. You can just see your numbers once a month, once a year, or twice a year. Now you have to check your numbers like every week to know your real situation, so you can make the better situation, better decision for your business. And if you need the loan, do you talk to your lender your bank that actually what's available, what you need to get as much as resources as you could so you can make the better decision. Okay, now let's talk about developing a plan. Okay, so the first one, reopening plan. What will need to change? Okay, including everything we mentioned, the location, employees, and especially now the minimum wage went up. So, and protect your customers and staff. That's still the priority. And have you developed a timeline? I mentioned some people just tell me, say, we don't know what will happen. So actually, what's the purpose to set up a timeline? No matter what, actually, you should set up something that actually you believe will happen. But actually, of course, you need to modify according to the new situation. And your inventory, supplies, and equipment. Do you need to upgrade your computer, your IT system to protect your systems, and also can help you to get more customers. We know that actually during the pandemic, these 2 years, a lot of business actually they can reach out far because the internet. Because everybody work from home, so actually a lot of business actually they use those technologies to help them to get bigger customer data. So that's good one. And have the adequate staffing? So when you hire the new employees, you need to train them, not just the skills, have to according to your company's policy, and also the safety and requirement. Okay, and the other things I think a lot of businesses doesn't think about, for example, like restaurant industry. A lot of restaurants, they close. So did you take advantage of those customers? They need you. Did you contact those customers of other restaurants? Okay, so I think actually not just focus on your customers originally, but you should focus on those customers. Actually, they are looking for the new, the stores that they can go to. So how do you reach out to them? Have to do some homework. And the last one, your location. Okay, if you need to move or to change the location, that's a big decision and a lot to consider. Have to start early. The staffing. Do you need to lay off or hire more? I think right now, a lot of business, most business actually they reduce their staff number, but you need to get them back. How will you do that? And how do you communicate with your employees about the plan? That's very important that your employees know, what you're thinking. Under what situation they can work from home or they will be laid off. The other things is pricing, especially now everything the price is going up. So here I have a website to help you guide to setting prices. Okay, don't be afraid that you have to raise the price. If you have good products, especially good services, your customers will stay with you. Okay, so so don't be afraid to raise the price. A lot of people, they tell me, they say we are afraid we will lose the customers if you raise the price. But if you are not making money, you're not making profits, you need to raise the price because we know all the materials is, the price is going up. So now we talk about the action plan. Okay, marketing still very important. So right now, use social media. It's different. Especially some of the industry, they have to meet their customers in person. Now, actually, most people are used to the teleworking skills, so that's not that difficult as we thought. But you need to get more assistance and actually the resources to help your employees and the record keeping. Okay. I don't know. I think a lot of business actually they know how much they they lost, but actually those not just those financial record keeping, even your employees, their working hours, everything. You need to keep those records for not just for IRS, that's for you. Okay. Did you check your every weekly the numbers? Okay. And then use technologies and new ideas for moving forward. I think right now I saw a lot of business move out from New York, but they still keep office here, but they move personal to other states. So after the new normal, where they come back, there's we will see actually will be a new the new arrows actually for business to do business. So SBA, we are here to help you with financing. We have one-on-one counseling, so you can make appointment with them. Right now it's all on Zoom. Okay, so that's good. Talk to business advisors actually. Because they talk to so many businesses, so maybe they can provide you the good information that other business actually they have they're utilized right now. And get government contracting. It's not easy to get the first government contract, but you need to learn, especially if you are qualified for any of the certification. You should use this time to certify, so can help you to get contract faster. So the first thing, you can go to sba.gov. You can see under the lender match. Okay, so you should prepare. Lender match, you just answer the question how much you want to borrow and your situation. What's those monies for, and your business structures, how many employees, those. And then SBA will make the match actually for you within 2 days. And then you can talk to the lenders. If you need to talk to the business advisor, you can just find at the center, SBA is near you. And you can add your email address to our database, so you can receive our information. So I'm going to talk about financing, but you should get ready. Okay, it's our responsibility to be lendable. It's not lenders' responsibility actually to prepare for you. So you need to do the homework. Okay, so there is one statement of purpose. I have a sample here, just one paragraph, how much you need and what's the use of the money. Also, you need to prepare what we call funding request, or the statement of cash resources. You can hear the cash sources and uses. So cash sources, how much you have and how much you want to borrow. Also, you should list all those items actually you need the loans for. So you need to prepare that. it's not just tell the banks, just as much as possible. Lenders, they have to make decision according to the number and your statement and your determination to be successful. I'm holding several meet the lenders, so I invite lenders actually. So those events are good for you. Just listen to the lenders. They tell you what mistakes you should avoid, what will be the best practice for you to talk to the lenders. Okay, for one-on-one counseling, I list here. We have 4 resource partners. Actually, they can help you. Okay, so I list them here. Just make appointment with them. Here, I just want to show you Small Business Development Center, Pace University. I encourage you to go to their website. So because usually when I talk about the programs, I only talk about the federal level, like SBA, how SBA can help you. But for Small Business Development Center, they got funding from us. They also got funding from state, so they can talk about the state's programs too. So that's good for you, even just for the financing. They can talk about city and state's financing program. But SBA's financing program, I will go through with you fast. Lender Match, I already told you, just go to sba.gov. You can find the lenders. So you can talk to those lenders. They think you're lendable and decide which one that you want to borrow money from. So you need to prepare your business plan and also the proposal that I already show you. You have to know your credit history, financial projection, collateral, and your industry experience. Those are the elements that actually the lenders they're thinking about. Okay, they of course, and also most important things that how will you repay the debt. So when you talk to a lenders, actually you should ask questions. Okay. Dina raised hand. Can you just wait to the end? Okay. So here, SBA, we have different guarantee loan, guaranteed to the lenders. Actually, we work with lenders like a PPP. So the lenders actually, they are the one that actually you should talk to. They will handle all the loan transactions. When the lenders actually, they think a little bit too risky, unless government guaranteed to them, they cannot make a loan to you. So they will submit your loan packages to SBA. So actually not everyone needs SBA's guarantee. If you can show you have money, very successful, actually the lenders, most of them, they have their own, they have their own programs, products actually, so you can take that. But if the lenders, they think they need SBA guarantees, they will contact us. So you just contact with the lenders. So there are 3 categories of SBA's loan. The first one called 7A. You can see here, you can use the proceeds for almost everything. You can borrow up to $5 million. The interest rate is prime rate plus 2.25% to 2.75%. And if you borrow less than $350K, you don't have to pay the guarantee fee. SBA Express loan, if you have emergency need, like you get a government contract or exporting, you need the money, within 48 hours. Actually, you can borrow the express loan. So you can go up to $500,000. Okay. And for veterans, actually, they don't have to pay any guarantee fee. Also have community advantage loan. will expire this year, September 30th. You can borrow up to $250,000. This is we work with the those focused communities like CDF or CDCs or microloan lenders. So you should contact your local those lenders. The second one is 504 loan. This is the loan I really encourage you, especially now the rent is the biggest expenses. 504 loan is for you to buy the property, to buy the machinery, facility for your own business. Okay, so that and also if you will make some improvement or modernizations for your facility, this is the one for you. Okay, so the beauty of this program, you can see this the pie here. You only pay 10 to 15%, and SBA will lend you 40%, and then we will find a lenders to lend you 50%. The longest one, if you buy the property, is 25 years, fixed interest rate. The total amount can go up to $12 million. For our 40% part, the maximum is 5.5 million. So the total amount can go up to $12 million. So a lot of huge business actually, they come to New York during the pandemic, because the interest rate is lower, the price, in the beginning was lower. So they pay 10% down, they got the property, they rent out 40-something%, because the requirement is you have to use more than 51% for your own business. 49% can rent out. So you can use the rent to pay the mortgage. Okay, so I really encourage you. You can contact the 3 CDC that they process SBA's 40%. Okay, the last one, because we have micro loan, because most of the lenders, they are not making loan to the startups. So SBA have a micro loan, for startups. We work with nonprofit organization in different community. Can go up to $50,000. I have list here. This is for New York area. So contact them and ask about interest rate and their requirement. SBA also work with venture capitalists. So if like $50,000 is not enough for you as a startup, you can consider. We have the directory here, so you can find the investors actually that meet your need, and you qualify. And also you qualify for their requirement. Okay, disaster loan. We know COVID-19 idle already stopped receiving the application, but other like idle still, if you have economic injury, you still can apply for that. Okay. So this is the COVID idle. We still processing. We don't accept the new. Application, but still processing. Those haven't finished the cases. So especially if you were denied, actually, you should appeal within 30 days from the date of reconsideration decline. Surety bond is for for construction company. When construction company get government's contract, usually will ask to have surety bond. It's like insurance to make sure that actually can finish the work. And the grants usually for a nonprofit organization. SBA gave a lot of grants to nonprofit organization to help the small business. International trade loan, even you're not an exporter. For example, you sell your products or services to the exporter, you can use this international trade loan. borrow up to $5 million. Okay, so you can talk to Ed. Actually, he's the financial manager for New York and New Jersey. And then the last one, there are 2 grants for small business, but not for you to start a business or operate your business. It's for research and development, R&D. So the 2 programs, actually, each of the each of the projects is more than $1 million. And SBA, we coordinate the 11 federal governments to participate. So you can see, including everything: agricultural, education, health, and then National Science Foundation. So please go to the website, sbir.gov. And also maybe you should attend my presentation about that. So there's a lot of money. Okay, each project's one more than $1 million. Okay, now I'm going to talk about free services for you from New York State Department of Labor. If you're planning to hire new employees, they have services for you. So they have a job order. Actually, you can post jobs. Actually, you can post on your on your website and connect to Department of Labor's website, or you can you can self-posting on New York State Job Bank. So you can post there. And also, or you can email to them or fax or even call them. They can enter that for you, okay? Because they have the huge database that people are looking for jobs. So this is the New York. If you go to this website, you start using My Talent, you can go there. It's good that actually you work with Department of Labor, because for example, your salaries, actually they will check for you if you meet the minimum wage or the job duty, job requirement. So, and this is the excellent services, the excellent service here that actually, for example, this is good for you to hire maybe more than 1 employee. You can use Department of Labor's office, and you can request them to screen, pre-screen some candidates for you, and then you can use the Department of Labor's office to interview them. So, but if you only hire 1 or 2, you can ask them to send you the resume. They also can pre-screen candidates for you. You can request, say, please send me 5 the best candidates. So that can save a lot of time for you. Okay, so please utilize this. So this is all the regulations right now. Okay, so now the final things I want to share with you. You should explore the new markets. The first one is government contract. So I'm talking about the federal government. Of course, you should pursue the New York City or state government contract, okay, first, or simultaneously, because U.S. government is the biggest buyers in the whole world. So last year, actually, they spent more than $700 billion, and U.S. government want to protect the small business. So you can see the percentage here. That's why a lot of people, they say, oh, we cannot compete with those huge companies. You don't have to, because we are here to help the small business. So all the federal government agency, they have to reach the goal. More than 23% of purchase have to buy from small business. 5% for small disadvantaged business. Actually, this year, SBA with 24 government agency will raise that to 11%. So if you are a small disadvantaged business, you definitely should certify and pursue this opportunity. 3% for hub zone. Hub zone is historically underutilized business zone. There is a map. So yeah, you can check that enter your address to see if you're in a hub zone. And the next one is service disabled veteran have 3% and 5% for women on business. This is a set aside, means, some agency, they would say, these contracts actually we set aside for women on business or for disadvantaged business or hub zone business. Okay, so because a lot of people ask me, if you don't certify, can you bid for the government contract? The answer is yes, but you have to compete with everybody. So if you certify, we have set aside program. So here, just a few slides to tell you. So you should go to sam.gov. Right now, the easiest way, they combine all the information together on SAM. So you can find the opportunities because all the federal government, if more than $25,000 purchase, have to post here. If you want to know even less than $25,000, you can go to usaspending.gov. Those you can see, which agency actually they need your product or services. The second market you should explore is global market. I think right now everybody have a website. You use internet, so actually you can sell to the whole world. As long as you have a website, you're doing international business, okay? Because no matter what you sell, there's always somebody in the other side of the world. They are looking for that, okay? So the important things, how do you know that? How do you let that person know you are existing and let that person know how to buy with you? So a lot of to learn, but so we have a lot of assistance actually for you, okay? I don't go to the details today. We have a special webinars on this. So you can go to export.gov. They have a training actually. Depends on which countries that actually you want to export to. There are 19 government agencies actually to help you here. Also, SBA, we fund state. We fund states. So New York State, we have a global New York state, we call STEP, State Trade Expansion Programs. Actually, the fundings can help you. If you go to the international trade show in other countries or the trade mission, actually they will pay you all the expenses up to 70%. So you can contact the Empire State Development, have the step programs for you. Also, right now, if you're thinking about exporting, they will have the funding for you to to help you to have the translation for your marketing materials and also to update your website. So the easiest way for everybody is to put other languages. Actually, I always say if you have English, Spanish, and Chinese, you cover 90% of the whole world. Okay, so just remember, we are all here for you, including Queen's Chamber of Commerce, and thank you for attending today's webinar. Okay, Jacqueline?
Yes, thank you, Man-Li, for this important information. Definitely is important and is all the business resources for small businesses that need access to funding, loans. It's too many needs at the moment. There are some questions on the chat. Thank you, Laurel, for sharing your LinkedIn page. I share on the chat the export.gov website as well as the SBA.gov step for New York State international businesses. There is a question about a company that is a food safety professional and work with the range of experts in hospitality to assist with restaurants design, building, and opening of fine dining. Well, this person definitely needs assistance. There are other person asking for some, is there any way that we can share some of the data because the slides are going, some of the lines are moving fast. And I believe, Man-Li, that you're gonna share some data with the participants.
Right, actually, Jacqueline will send me the list and I will send everybody will get the PowerPoint, okay? I just go through, you know, what information available for you. And for L'Oreal, actually, I just had a meeting actually with New York City. They have a workforce for the tax workforce actually. They mentioned right now actually, you know, the restaurant opening restaurant actually is already set up, actually will be permanent. So they are going to have some details. Right now they will make all the rules. And then also those inspectors, you know, will get better training. We know that a lot of restaurants, they complain and that different inspectors have different, requests. So actually they know the problem and now they're trying to make the rules and train the inspector. So I believe actually the restaurant, when restaurant business come back, they need your help. Laura's food safety, that's very important. So just wait for those updated information.
Correct. And just to add to your point, Man-Li, they're going to do they're going to revise all these rules and regulations for the outdoors dining, as well as to revise which restaurant really use it or not, because there is a lot of constructions, some avenues, some neighborhoods in Queens that you can see the outdoor seating, but there has not been used, maybe because it was winter, was very cold, but it's going to be a new program. And we are working also with SBS and the Department of Transportation, and we will publish and join their presentations in order to provide information to small business owners.
Right now they have surveyed. They try to send out the survey. So if you could please fill out the survey. This is the time that actually you can speak out what you need, what you're concerned.
Correct. I had a question for a business that is not participating in the presentation today, probably is following us in Facebook Live. They are planning to open a restaurant and they're having issues with, they bought the restaurant with a liquor license included on the sale, but now they're having issues with the reopening of the place and they are looking for loans. They already received funds from SBA for the PPP, but they want to know if they can apply or if there's any penalties to apply for a second loan in the case that they already received a loan from SBA.
Oh, no, actually, welcome. Right now, no, PPP idle almost already end. So actually, we back to normal. So actually, SBA normally, I think you heard I mentioned, I just talk about 7A, 504 and microloan. Those SBA already have those loans for, I think, more than 15 years. So that's normally, okay, if you're qualified, actually, you should talk to, I think, Jacqueline, we will have meet the lenders event and also contact me I will send everybody the PowerPoint and the Meet the Lenders event. So you should come to listen to the lenders actually. I will introduce SBA's program, but each of the lenders, they will talk about each of their programs. So actually, but I just mentioned that you need to prepare, get ready for that. Everybody need money to back you up, okay? Because we don't know how long we'll be affected by the pandemic.
And we are having a presentation with you for the lenders panelists. It's coming up in March. I will share the link also for people to register.
Right.
Any other questions on the chat?
There is one question. What is the most efficient way to get certified as a women-owned business? Okay, I think you should contact me. Actually, I talk about, because March is Women's History Month. So actually, I think at least 5 events I will talk about women-owned business, how to certify to get government contract. And also the one that I just mentioned, the grants for you to do the R&D. So I really encourage everybody, but because March, so we will have several events focused on women-owned business that actually empower women-owned business.
Correct. It's coming up also in March.
Right. So actually, you can certify online and then get approval from SBA, but you can come to learn about the details.
Yes. Thank you, Man-Li. I just share the link for the registration for the upcoming events with the Queens Chamber of Commerce. We are so happy and so proud to have you as one of our presenters. And this is an opportunity to thank you one more time for your time and sharing your expertise.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Nicole just asked to get certified with SIN, is there a cost? Oh, okay. This I want to remind everybody. When you get your DUNS number, hundreds, thousands of people, customer or business will contact you, say, if you pay certain amount of money, we can certify for you. So actually, there is no cost. You can certify by yourself and also have the we call PTEC, Procurement Technical Assistance Center, can help you. So it's totally free, okay? You don't have to accept their offer.
Yes, it's important to mention that the services that are provided by the City of New York, through SBS, the State of New York to EDC, and also SBA, all these programs are complimentary, are free. And the important is to help the business community in the whole country, and especially in Queens. Thank you, Man-Li.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.